I invite you to take a very close look at this footage captured by a local resident during a heavy downpour. Amidst the incredibly strong current of an urban canal, a small dog was fighting with all its might, struggling desperately not to be swept away by the cold, rushing water. Their paws were constantly slipping on the wet ground, their body tossed wildly from side to side, and every single attempt to find their footing was in vain against the crushing force of the relentless, raging torrent. The situation was actually far more perilous for one truly terrifying reason. That narrow canal didn't just end there. A short distance ahead, the water flowed violently into the powerful currents of a rushing river. If that poor dog were dragged a few more meters, it's highly unlikely anyone would ever find it alive again. A small crowd of curious onlookers had gathered together to witness the unfolding scene. Not a single person seemed to know exactly what needed to be done, and precious time was simply slipping away while everyone remained frozen in total inaction. It was at that very moment that a local resident, acting without a second thought, decided that he simply could not stand idly by and watch it all happen. He stepped up to the edge of the canal, quickly calculated the most efficient way to descend, and dove straight into the cold, dark water. The current was incredibly strong, thick with mud and entirely unpredictable. If he were to lose his footing or his balance, he could easily be dragged down into the rushing river along with the poor dog. Yet, even with the full knowledge of the grave danger he faced, he pressed forward, entirely focused on reaching the dog before it was far too late. With a great deal of effort and careful balance, he finally managed to get close enough to the struggling dog. With a quick, sharp motion, he grabbed the animal by its body and lifted it out of the water. The little dog, exhausted and shivering, was finally safe in his arms. Carrying the dog securely in his arms, the man headed back toward the bank, fighting the current with every single step. When he finally managed to pull himself out of the deep canal and step back onto the solid ground, you could clearly see the immense sense of relief washing over his tired face, and the dog, now completely safe, was finally able to breathe easy once again. The entire scene was captured on video by several witnesses, and it began circulating across the internet within just a few short hours. Thousands of people reacted with deep emotion, leaving comments about the incredible courage of the man who chose to step forward and act, while everyone else simply stood by and watched. Many of the comments praised his heroic actions, even going so far as to call him a truly kind-hearted, selfless, and brave angel. And on that particularly heavy, pouring, rainy afternoon, it was the sheer courage of a single local resident that truly made all the difference in that poor dog's life. If this heartwarming story has touched your heart, please consider subscribing to our channel and sharing it with someone who loves animals just as much as you do. We look forward to seeing you in our next video.